Hello, denizens of the Sunlight Realm. Solotl here, back again with beans. We have another speed paint for you all.
It's triple emoji challenge.
We each did a little randomizer to get a set of emojis, and
And boy howdy, are there so many fruit and train emojis.
yeah, we did allow ourselves a few do-overs to get one that,
That wouldn't be impossible to draw.
yeah, but it still turned out kind of interesting, as you will see.
Yeah. I'm excited for this. I,
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident with what I did. Although now that I say that out loud,
I can't wait to see.
well, you're gonna have to wait then because you're going first.
I know. So here are my emojis.
Okay,
Here is my video.
I'm so excited for these emojis.
Yeah, so I've got the like rocker hand.
Yeah,
I've got a person with a shadow behind them.
Scaramouche.
And I've got the sweat drop emoji. I guess. I think it's used for other things, but
Oh no. Why would you say that? So, like, did you have an immediate thought in your mind when you saw these three emojis? Because I did a lot of waffling around back and forth.
once I saw the shadow one, I was like, okay, this gives me a good starting concept.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a couple days to like think about like the 4 or 5 that I came up with, and then settled on this one because I had an actual concept for it.
Oh, so you actually took the time to think about it. I didn't. I just sat there and was just like, I need to make shit. I need to get ideas on the paper.
Yeah, I didn't have the time right away to do it because I was working on other stuff this entire week.
Yeah.
And so it took me a bit to actually have the time to sit down and draw. So in that interim, I was able to sort of solidify what it was that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm loving this expression.
I had a lot of fun with the expression. I wanted to go a little bit like wild and really bring out the emoji.
Let me just say, we both went in a slightly rude direction.
Oh, I love that. um,
But like, because my character is rude, but like in on the opposite side of the spectrum.
oh, that'll be fun. uh,
I love this little punk outfit. Look at this little dirty boy.
yeah, I knew I wanted to do something a little bit more masculine than what I usually draw, and play around with alternative clothing styles.
Yeah.
I forgot the chain when I went to ink because I was going to use a special brush for it, and then I forgot to add the layer to do that.
Yeah.
But I did also use kind of I downloaded some new brushes the other day, and I found one that kind of reminds me of drawing with my Copic liner pens.
Ooh.
So it doesn't have a lot of like weight variation, but it has a bit of
It does have
grit.
like I'm noticing like the slight tooth to it. It very much is reminding me of those Copic liner pens that like you'd use.
Yeah.
Like the really thin ones.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I've been drawing with a lot lately. Just traditionally. Because I haven't had the time, energy, focus to sit down at my tablet monitor.
Yeah.
But I was able to knock out a few things, and I was like, man, I just really want to draw like that today.
That's so good.
And I do like it. It really gives me the feel of drawing with Copics more than some of the smoother liners that I've used in the past do.
Honestly, it's giving me that vibe too, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Those were like the first pens I learned how to draw with, so like, nostalgia.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I did all the like patterns on a separate layer so that when I went to color, I could just paint bucket tool.
Yeah, it's so much easier when you do that.
Yeah. So I was able to add a bit of grit and like texture to the clothing
Mm.
without compromising the speed of stuff because like I said, I had a lot to do this week. I wanted to get this done and make it look good and also go pretty quick on it.
Yeah. I mean, then yeah, stick with what you know. And you did an awesome job.
I did it very much in my own style, just kind of what came naturally.
Yeah.
Um, and I am pretty pleased with how it turned out. Like, I was able to knock out this whole unique character.
Yeah. I love this little rude boy.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't push myself too much, although I did draw a more masculine character than I usually do.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I went the opposite. I drew a more feminine
yeah.
character than I'm used to.
That's good.
That's so funny that we both did that.
Yeah. I also wanted to kind of have a relatively vibrant color palette, despite the fact that like, it's black and white. Like, the clothes that he's wearing are a lot black and white and faded blue, but I still wanted to have kind of higher saturation.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm trying to figure out what pose I want the shadow to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, my idea for it was a lot of times in media and stuff, if you have, like, a shadow, they're, like, creepy and wanting to turn you down the dark path. And, like, this is, like, the opposite of that.
The shadow is concerned for his well-being.
Yeah. You've got this guy who's just like, oh, yeah, I can do whatever. And the shadow's like, how about maybe not? How about you take a chill pill and not do this?
I love this interpretation of those emojis of the shadow and the sweat.
Yeah.
The shadow is nervous. He's so nervous.
It's like a very literal interpretation of boom, boom, boom. But it just felt right.
I mean, and it works. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the lighter value of the shadows of the clothing.
Yeah, normally I normally I go usually and pick like a purple, like a light pale purple kind of thing. But this time I just grabbed whatever color I was drawing on top of for it.
Yeah. And then slap a multiply layer down. I love doing that. I think it brings like this brightness to the color. Like it definitely makes the art pop a bit more, at least in my experience.
Yeah.
That's what I did like with lots of beans avatars and like all those stuff like that, because I wanted it to like pop out from whatever I'm in front of.
And it does a good job of doing that, because like I said, I wanted to keep it vibrant and energetic with the colors, so that was it worked well for that.
You did a background.
I did a shape and a line around it.
That's more than I did. I love this rude boy and his concerned shadow.
Yeah, I didn't come up with like any names or lore for it beyond, oh no, the shadow's wearing. But I had a lot of fun with this.
I love that.
Thank you.
I love this little rude shadow boy.
I want to see yours.
Okay, well, mine is up next. The emojis that I had. The emojis that I had was a 4-leaf clover, a pineapple, and a little devil emoji.
Yeah.
And let's just say I didn't know what to do.
Hey, sometimes that's a great place to start.
So I spend a lot of like I think I spent about a half an hour alone just trying different sketches out. Like so you're gonna see me going like back and forth trying out all these different poses for quite a while because I couldn't figure it out. I like knew from these emojis, I'm just like, okay, I want this to be like a childish haha loser sort of devil character,
Yeah.
because that's like what the clover and pineapples made me think, was just like, oh, like a child in a flower field, or like they're eating pineapple and they're having a good time.
Yeah.
Something like that. It made me think like summer and bright colors
Mm-hmm.
and just like running around. So this is the pose I ended up going with.
Oh, that's a good one.
And like thank you. One thing that I've been doing a lot lately, like so much, is just very, very tiny pose sketches
Mm-hmm.
where it's about like an inch tall.
Yeah, little
And
thumbnails.
I just, yeah, a little thumbnail sketch. I've been doing a ton of those lately just to work on, you see me fix the leg there, just to work on like getting a motion
Mm-hmm.
of the pose out, because like I love working on anatomy. Like that's the first thing that I was studying when I was learning how to draw.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I can nail anatomy down pretty well. I just need to start working on like dynamic poses more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been working on a lot, and I feel like I did a pretty good job with it in this piece.
Yeah.
Like I love the pose I ended up with. I mean, I had to resize some stuff here and there, but that's that's
That's how it
normal.
goes.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't also come up with a name for this character. A lot of this is just going to be me going like, should I do this or should I do that? Because it was very much I got the emojis and I immediately sat down and was just like, all right, let's just start drawing and see what happens.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
went in a face first approach like I usually do because that's the easiest.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And at first I was just like, pineapple, pineapple. How am I going to get that in? Ooh, maybe some pineapple themed clothes. And I
Yeah.
was just like, oh, how about like a long sleeve crop top with pineapples on it? And I ended up not going with that, but yeah, I ignore the cross-eyed moment.
Hey, that's
Um,
a copy the
I
eyes.
wanted,
It works.
yeah, I ended up going with this pineapple themed sort of like bikini top almost, because I was
Okay.
again like thinking summer and like the bright colors.
Yeah.
And I decided to kind of echo the top of a pineapple, the leaves in the hair.
That's good. A
And then
tail.
here I was just like, oh, I forgot a tail. And at first I was like, ooh, pineapple pom pom? No, no, no. Clover palm on the end of the tail. That would look cute.
Yeah, that's really good.
And then there's me hinting at like, okay, this is gonna be pineapple themed. Wrote that down so I don't forget. And at first I was just like, oh, what if I had a petal leaf skirt? Kind of like echoing the clover again. And then I'm
Mhm.
like, no, I don't really like that. Ooh, I know that like tights and tube tops like that are in fashion. Then I draw that out. And I'm
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like the tight feeling. Maybe something looser. And I end up going with well, first I'm just like, fuck that, I'm drawing the clover.
Right, yeah, anything to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, exactly. I actually cut out a lot of like breaks in this. But yeah, I end up going with this looser style of pants,
Mhm.
mimicking like a pair of linen pants that I actually own, like this, where it's just like loose and swishy and it's got those wide legs.
Yeah.
And then I go in with the shoes, and at first I was just like, ooh, high top shoes? Nah, never mind. No, I don't. What about high heels? Maybe that's. No, I don't like that either. How about sandals?
Sandals are good. Nice and summery. Fit
Yeah, I
the
was just like
theme.
that fits the theme a little bit better. And also like cuz I wanted it to be like kid sort of like innocent but mischievous vibe.
Yeah.
I think I got it well. Hey, there's me.
Yeah, no, I think you did too, because, like, I love all these little clovers.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun with the clovers. And there's me putting in the other hand, wang jangling the canvas around to try and get it on a good angle.
Yeah, yeah, that's. These are good hands, though. Look at
Thank
them.
you. I definitely have like so many references of hands up anytime I'm drawing them, just
Yeah.
because I'm like I don't want to fuck up this hand. Or like sometimes I'll just hold my hand in a pose and be like, yeah, that looks about right.
Oh yeah, the amount of times I've done that, or like taken a picture of my hand, or any of those kind of things.
Yeah. So then I go into the ink. I did a little bit of like a slightly toothier brush than I usually use. I'm still using Psy in this one. I'm actually now starting to learn actually how to use Clip Studio Paint because I was bored one day.
Hey, how are
Wait,
you liking it?
I love it. I have way too many pens. I keep
Yes.
downloading more.
And Photoshop works with it. Photoshop pens work with it now.
Oh, that's so cool. I've seen like
Yeah.
a lot of cool Photoshop pens. Mm.
Yeah. I love this hair. It's so
Thank you.
spiky.
I had a lot of fun with the hair. I was just like, okay, kind of like a wolf cut but spiky.
Yeah.
And then drawing the rest of this pineapple bra, which I actually love a lot. I think it looks really cute.
Yeah.
I had so much fun drawing like the tummy and the curves. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I can't not draw somebody without like a little tummy. It's just very cute to me.
Yeah.
I tried to add some like dimples and stretch marks in the tummy as well because I'm like, yes, add character. Yes.
Yeah.
And all my little clovers. I tried to make them all 4-leaf clovers, but then I got lazy. And then there's me putting in the pants.
Yeah.
This line art actually took me quite a bit of time.
It's really good though. You've got you're keeping the energy of the sketch down,
Thank you.
and it's like that's always really hard to do.
Yeah. I think I've gotten better with like refining my sketches to the point where it feels like comfortable easily translating it over to line
Hmm.
art. Like,
Yeah, because that's a skill all in its own.
yeah, like it's so hard to make the line art look right to the sketch that you have drawn because like
Hmm.
a lot of times when at least I sketch, I go thick
Yeah,
and I like doing thinner line arts, so it's hard to translate that one to one thick to thin.
yeah, because like the sketchy part gives your brain a bit more like lenience when you're interpreting stuff.
Yeah. And then trying to
And
translate that over is just like oof.
yeah, yeah, but you did like a great job on it though.
Thank you. And then here's me hand selecting everything again.
That's one thing. If you go over to clip,
Yeah, no, I just had to invert selection. Like, god damn, it's so
yeah,
sexy. And then
this is
there's me.
not a sponsored video.
This is not a sponsored video, but also Clip Studio sponsor me.
Yeah, if you want to.
And then here I'm
Oh,
just
I love
like
these colors.
I'm just drop picking the colors straight from the emojis because I didn't have an idea, and then I put an overlay layer over all of it in like a hot pink to make it more
Yeah,
vibrant
unify.
and like um mesh together
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't like the values that the colors were originally at. And I give them little orange slice
Yeah,
earrings.
that's so good.
And then I'm just kind of like filling in the rest of the color, cleaning up all of the lines. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely like this shade of red more than the original shade that it was in.
Yeah,
I don't usually draw or color in anything with this like bright of value of colors, but it
yeah,
fits. Like I liked it a lot actually.
yeah. And like when trying to get the energy down of the summer and the all those things, it's like you gotta go bright.
Yeah. And then I did end up going socks with sandals. I don't know why. I just I thought it looked cute.
Yeah,
And
it,
then
it
I could
adds to the chaos.
it adds to the chaos of this character. And then I did go yellow eyes just because, like, it fit, and yellow eyes work really well against red skin.
It really does. It's gold and red are just a great combo.
Yeah. And then for this one, I did again, I went with, like, a very soft shading
Oh yeah.
of, like, almost painterly, like, with the big, bristly brush sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like watercolor shading is almost what I was doing, which I've never painted in watercolor before, but boy, do I do it a lot when I'm like doing soft shading in digital work.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was just feeling the soft shading with like all of these hard lines. I was just like, I think the soft shading would look good. And I love how I did the hair shading on this one.
Yeah.
Like, I usually do those two rings and then a dark ring and then blend it all together. It worked so well with the green color this time.
Yeah.
Like, I love how it, like, that's what my eyes are immediately drawn to anytime I look at this piece, is just the hair.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, there's
Yeah,
me.
the pineapple texture.
I decided to just go with, like, the same sort of pineapple pattern that was on the actual pineapple emoji because I kind of liked it.
Yeah. And translating the pattern this way is really good.
Yeah.
Saves a lot of time.
It does. I was too lazy to like
Um,
form it to the actual bra shape, and I was just like, nah. I think it works this way too.
yeah. Yeah.
Add a little bit of shading and highlights to make the fabric look right. And then I slapped down another multiply layer to kind of like
Mm-hmm.
deepen up some of the shading on the skin, just to make it a little more dramatic.
Yeah, because on the bright red, it's pretty subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, giving it another pass over is it does a lot for it.
Definitely. It's like,
The socks with sandals.
what?
I said the socks with sandals. It sure is.
Yeah, it sure is socks
Aw.
and sandals, huh? But yeah, I've definitely found that going over after you've colored and highlighted everything with another just like big highlight and shade layer for everything definitely
Mm-hmm.
will like help bring forward and push back other
The
things.
little sparkly.
And then I do go over
Yeah.
with like some white highlights as well for the face and the horns. And I'm done.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Thank you.
I like this character.
Thank you. I'm really happy with how the shading turned out. Like, I was kind of dreading the colors because I had no idea what to do for a color palette. And then I just started, like, just like taking the colors from the actual emojis. And I think it turned out really well. I love how vibrant and colorful they are. I definitely feel
Yeah.
like I got that childish, mischievous vibe across with their expression and
Mm-hmm.
sort of pose. So, yeah. These are our two triple emoji characters. I love them a lot.
Yeah. This is a good challenge. Good picking that out.
Thank you.
And hitting the button on that too. Cause like once you did it, I'm like, okay, I have to at some point.
Right, yeah. I was just like, hey, I'm doing the triple emoji challenge. I've already drawn it. Are you gonna do it?
It's like, yes, if you start something, I will finish. I will rise to the challenge.
Which, yeah, that's, for all of you watching, that's the hardest decision for us.
Yeah,
is
we have.
figuring out which we should do next. Because we throw ideas at each other like, oh, we could do this challenge. Or we could do this challenge. And then we're both like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then we don't do anything.
And then we don't do it.
So if you want us to do any sort of art challenge or recommendations for things we could do, like even on streams, we've done some Pokemon challenges over on my channel, Jorbeans on Twitch, as well as the Cave Salamander Twitch too, with our drawing on the same canvas stream.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So yeah, we do take recommendations. So if you guys have any ideas for these videos or like Twitch streams, which tend to be a little bit more chaotic,
Yeah.
absolutely feel free to like give us suggestions or yell at us over on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
Say like, hey, you should do this. The answer will probably be yes.
Yeah, because we will absolutely take recommendations. requests, whatever.
Yeah. You could tell us to draw dogs and we'd probably do it.
Yeah.
Even though neither of us know how to draw a dog, I'm sure.
No, I don't.
But yeah, this has been the Triple Emoji Challenge. I hope you guys liked it.
Yes, check out the links in the description for all the things to follow. And have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Yes.